Typically, one of the first steps when working with text data is to convert everything into lowercase. We do that because we want our computer to treat words consistently. To a human, the words dog with an uppercase D and dog with a lowercase d obviously mean the same thing. But to Python, these are two different strings, simply because one starts with a capital letter. This can cause problems. For example, if you were counting how often a word appears in a text, Python might count both versions of dog separately. Lowercasing helps us avoid this issue by making sure everything follows the same format. It's essential, however, to note that sometimes capitalization does carry meaning. For example, US in uppercase usually means United States, while US in lowercase means you and me. So, depending on your project, you'll want to think carefully before lowercasing everything. Python makes lowercasing text simple with the help of a method called lower. When we call this method, it creates a new version of the string with all the letters turned into lowercase. Let's try it with a simple sentence. Her cat's name is Luna. I'll store it as a string in a variable called sentence and execute the cell to create it. To convert all the letters from this string to lowercase, we must apply the lower method to the sentence variable, like this. I'll store the result in another variable, which I'll name lower sentence. Now let's print it and see what we'll obtain. We see that the word her and the name Luna are converted to lowercase. Perfect. The lower method doesn't just work on one sentence, it works on any string. That means if we have a list of sentences, we can loop through each one and convert them all to lowercase. Let's demonstrate with an example. First, I'll store this list consisting of 3 sentences in a variable called sentenceList. Then, to apply the lower function to the list of sentences, I'll use simple list comprehension. In a separate variable, I'll create a new list for the sentences, but instead of typing out each one, I'll use the letter X. Here, X is just a temporary name Python gives to each sentence as it goes through the sentence list, defined by the for loop. Next, I'll apply the lower method to X. This way, I instruct Python to convert each sentence in the list to lowercase. By putting this inside square brackets, Python will automatically collect all those lowercase sentences and place them into a brand new list, which I'm calling lower sentence list. Let's run the cell. Yes, this is precisely what happened. The lower method is beneficial when working with text data, especially in natural language processing or machine learning, as it maintains consistency and simplifies the workflow. In the next lesson, we'll dive into more text pre-processing tricks. See you there.